President Trump's re-election campaign released a new ad this week touting his response to the coronavirus pandemic. This as we inch closer to the 2020 election, which is less than 6 months away. Here to talk about this more is Trump 2020 Advisory Board member Boris Epshteyn, who also served as special assistant to President Trump. Thank you for joining us.
My pleasure, Stephanie. How are you this morning?
I'm great, thank you. So you previously served as a senior advisor to the Trump-Pence 2016 presidential campaign. How have you and your team tailored your strategy heading to the 2020 elections due to the pandemic, especially with regards to voters in swing states?
Well, Stephanie, the American people have to know, and they do realize, that President Trump is fully focused on leading this country through this pandemic crisis. First, making sure all Americans are healthy and safe, and second, making sure the American economy recovers. As the president has said, he built the greatest economy in the country's history before, and he's going to do it again. And that is what the focus of the president and the campaign is.
And you hear the White House talking about how President Trump, he would be the best fit to rebuilding the economy once this pandemic ends. Many point out, though, the division between moderates and more progressive members of the Democrat Party. But this week, the Lincoln Project, which consists of GOP dissidents, released an ad criticizing the president's response to the coronavirus pandemic. What's your reaction to that?
Well, the president has about 96% approval rating in the Republican Party. These never-Trumpers, the Lincoln Project, the Losers Project, as the president calls it, are just left behinds who do not understand just how vital the president is to the Republican Party. The president has appointed gotten confirmed over 200 conservative judges, 2 great Supreme Court justices, in Justice Gorsuch and Justice Kavanaugh. The president has done for the conservative Republican movement what no president since Reagan or maybe before then has done. And these folks on this project, either for their own reasons or because they feel upset that they got beaten by President Trump or just lost on their own, cannot get over it. And at some point should give their own feelings a break, leave their own feelings behind, and join the Trump train.
Let me ask you this. The most recent polls show either a tie or Biden beating President Trump in the November election. However, we know most of the polls got it wrong heading into the 2016 election. Are there concerns among advisory board members about these surveys?
It's very early, Stephanie, very early. And a key Reuters poll that just came out showed that President Trump is more trusted by Americans to rebuild the economy and to recover from this pandemic and to deal with this pandemic. So Americans know that President Trump is the leader they want, and Joe Biden is best left snoozing in his basement.
And we know the Trump campaign, they released an ad this week, the American Comeback. How has reaction been like from that ad?
It's been gangbusters. It's been so good that CNN isn't happy that part of their footage is being used in the ad, even though that is absolutely straight up. So the ad accurately reflects what was said. The ad is strong because the ad tells and retells the story of President Trump moving early to close those borders to China, and throughout this whole pandemic, ensuring that Americans are safe and secure, doing everything he can. Of course, as the president has said, even one life lost is too much. This has been a horrible experience, a horrible crisis for America, but the president has done all he can to minimize the death toll, and now he's doing all he can to do that, as well as to reopen America and to restart our economy as soon as possible.
And again, Trump 2020 Advisory Board member Boris Epshteyn, thank you so much again for your time.
Stephanie, great talking to you. Have a great day.
Thank you, you too.
Want to see more videos like this? Click on the link below and subscribe to One America News on YouTube. And call your cable provider and kindly demand that One America News is added to your lineup. Call and subscribe today.